What's up friends, Chook here and welcome back to Bit Heroes. It is Thursday, it is capture rate day, and it is double bonus, so we're at 100% capture rate, which is awesome. And then I have my runes on, so we have capture rate here, 140%, let's do it. Nothing has changed since the Tuesday video. I didn't get any loot or anything like that, not even a legendary I don't think, so that kind of sucks. But let's do the old capture rate. Now, just to familiarize ourselves, actually if I go here, we did get +4 Walken, finally. I got the duo bombs during the week, Monday I think it was. I mentioned that in the Tuesday video. So here's +4, which is awesome. We just need 1 duo bombs and 1 Driffin and then he's done. And then we can go and do raid 1 for many times, I should say, for 3 Ragnars. But let's start with, let's do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do raid 2. We've done a heap of raid 4 recently. Let's go back to raid 2, even though I freaking hate this place. It hurts my eyes. But, you know, we've got to do it. Maybe we'll get another sex horse. Maybe not. Okay, well, this is quite easy, isn't it? Of course it was going to be easy, but every time, you know, like duo bombs, the raid 4, sometimes you don't like one-shots things, but here is one-shots. Seems to be a bit laggy, actually. I don't know whether that's my internet connection or something. Maybe I've bumped something while moving house. I have been packing all day so far today, and moving on Saturday, so today is Thursday. So yeah, packing all today, packing all tomorrow, moving some stuff tomorrow, and then doing the big move of like, you know, couch and bed and all that sort of stuff on Saturday. I mentioned that I was going to try and do a Sunday Undefined video if I could. It's definitely not going to happen. We've got some stuff on Sunday, house moving wise, settling some stuff, giving back keys, all that type of thing, and then I've got a family lunch for Easter as well. So it'll be Tuesday Undefined for next week. And then maybe Sunday Undefined that same week as well. But there will be no Sunday Undefined this week, unfortunately. But that's fine. You know, 1 more week is not too bad. And then if you get Undefined the Tuesday, there'll be another one. Hopefully on Sunday you'll get like 3 videos this week. You'll get Undefined Tuesday, Capture Rate Thursday, and then Undefined Sunday. So it'll all, you know, it'll all work out, and everything should be fine. So hopefully, in this video, with 140%, we can get, you know, a Driffin. That would be great. I don't know whether it's going to happen, but we can hope for it. There is also the chance of getting Purple Axe Guy and a Sex Horse, of course. But Driffin is the one we want, and Driffin is the one we need. And as everybody knows, Driffin is a giant dick, and really, really hard to get, even though he's the exact same statistics and capture rate and all the rest of it as every other raid epic mob thing. He just seems like super dickish and does not want to join. So you know, we only need 1 more. That's what I keep telling myself, and it's true. We only need 1 more. Then we're gonna do Bobdom. As I said, we're gonna do raid 1 for 3 Ragnars. After that, because we're gonna be doing dungeons as well. You know, the Warty dungeon, the Blubber dungeon, and the Yeti dungeon. No, not Warty. Warty's for Walken, sorry. Blubber, Yeti, and Nos Doodoo. We need 3 each of them, and 3 Ragnars. Once we do that, and we have +5 Walken and +5 Bobodom, I don't know. I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll make another Walken. Because from there, we've got our tank and we've got our healer, right? We're done, as far as that goes, at least. Then we'll probably go for another Walken for DPS, because the next thing is like more fams for PvP. So rather than make like, you know, I don't know, Remoraid or something, and put him to +1 Remoraid, if I just make another Walken, I've got 2 +5 Walkens. So that's obviously way more efficient. So that's probably what I'll do. And then if I have 2 +5 Walkens, if I ever decide to go tank or bait or off tank or I don't know, like a tanky type of build, then I have my 2 Walkens for double healing and all that good stuff. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll max out Walken, We'll go max out Bobodom, and then we'll go back and make another Walkham. And then once all that's done, who knows, man? Who knows? The new expedition is in 2 days. There'll be new FAMs and new schematics and all that stuff. So that could change things up as well. Maybe there'll be like a tank schematic in there that I get, and maybe I'll have a bunch of the familiars that needs, and we'll do that instead of Bobodom. I don't know. But Bobodom is already +2, I think. So, you know, it's not too bad. We'll just wait and see. But let's get a +5 Walkham and a +5 Bobodom done first, and then we'll you know, then we'll probably get the +6, well, 2 +5 Walkhams, as I said, another Walkham, and then we'll see where we're at. But that's going to take some time. It's not like that's going to happen in the next, like, couple of weeks or month or something. It's probably going to be quite a while to get all that done. So, you know, there's not too much threat of running out of things to get on a Thursday. And then even if all that happens and, you know, there's... Oh, shit. We do have the gems to bribe it, although I never bribe dungeon... sorry, raid epics because I just don't do it. I am saving for... Well, I've got enough for another accessory box, because I'm just going to buy 800 accessory boxes now when they're on sale and hope for a legendary. So we're going to persuade, and we're going to hope and pray that we get him. Let's abuse him a bit first to just like break down his spirits. I hate you. You're a son of a bitch. What kind of coloring is this? You're like some freaking rainbow piece of shit. Get in my sex dungeon and get absolutely destroyed by all the sex horses. Oh, you dick. Maybe I abused him too much. Okay, next time we'll be nice, and we'll tell him really nice things and see if that works. Oh, he did not want to be taken from behind by a pack of sex horses. How many sex horses do I have? I think I've got a few. I've got 4 sex horses, so that's fair enough. I mean, you know, it's quite the orgy. And if I was a Driffin, I'd be a bit scared as well. But that's not bad though. He came up for Persuasion. That's better than him not coming up for Persuasion. He's come up once. Gives us hope that he'll come up again. I mean, in the last probably 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, I got 2 joy bombs pop up. One I caught, which was great. And then other than that, just one just popped up, you know, I don't know, I'd say a month ago. So I've had really, really bad RNG with familiars in general, raid familiars in general popping up. Like it seems like I'm in a dry spell. But particularly the ones I need are just not popping up. So the fact that he popped up is pretty awesome. That gives me hope that, you know, I'm on a good thing here and maybe he'll pop up again. Or it could be the complete opposite. And it's like, that was your one chance. You blew it. I'm not going to show up again for another 2 months. Could be either. Could be either. We'll see. Yeah, I am completely free to play, so there's no chance of me getting a bub gore or whatever they call bub, and getting the 250% capture rate that helps and all that sort of stuff. So there's no chance of that. I'm just going to have to do what I can do and hope for the best. I am still having a friendly bet battle thing with Zilpha. About who's going to get the +5 Walkham first. I think he's pretty damn close, but he needs the schematic. So I've got that going for me, I guess, that he doesn't have the schematic. But even though it's a friendly bet and stuff, I want him to get it as soon as possible, because why wouldn't I? But it is kind of like a little rivalry thing that we have going. So yeah, hopefully we get it. Is he online at the moment? He is. He's right there. Okay, considering he's online. Pretty much every video I've done for the past month, he's gotten something. He's gotten a legendary or he's gotten something. So you watch. At some point it'll say Zilpha has, you know, become OP and they gotten something. So yeah, I think I've mentioned him a few times recently. But this friendly rivalry we've got is good, spurring us both on. But he does have bub gores and all that sort of stuff, so he does have the advantage. But it's fine. I'm closer, so you know we'll see whether pay to win or being close is free to play, which one prevails. Anyway, moving on from that. It's not too much else to talk about in capture rate. We've just went over what the plan is. I went over the plan for moving house and schedule and stuff. As far as Sunday capture, well, as far as Sunday item find goes in the future, we kind of talked about that and touched on that on Tuesday. What the like current build path is going to be. I'll quickly touch on that again. It's basically I need a few more legendaries to break down to fully upgrade Melvin Cloak, and then I will have 2 fully upgraded mythics, which is awesome. From there, I will then just max out every slot with legendaries, apart from my main hand weapon, which is this gun. And then once I've got the 2 mythics upgraded and legendaries upgraded in every slot, then I'll up tier my gun. And that's basically the plan. And if we have a quick look at my gear, we can see that I have a mythic here, and then I've got these 2 sets here. Even though it's 2% ricochet chance, you may as well keep it, right? This is 4% in power. Definitely keep that. So as far as like the order of what I'm doing, this is already done. This is next. Next will be, after that will be the ring, because that's just a legendary. May as well fully upgrade that. After that, I'll probably go offhand, because 2% ricochet chance is nowhere near, for me at least, is nowhere near as good as 4% in power. So it'll be this, then this, then this, then this, and then up tier this. And that is the order. And all of those will be, apart from the main hand, all of those will just be standard legendaries. I would really like to up tier that helmet, but I'm not really stacking... Wrong thing. I'm not really stacking Empower, I'm stacking Dual Strike instead. So we can see my Empower is 5%. That helmet gives 4%. So once I get rid of that helmet, I have 1%. So keeping it is nice because it gives me, you know, 5% is better than nothing. But, you know, if it was a 4% Dual Strike helmet or something, for instance, and I got rid of it, then, you know, that would hurt more because I would go from 36% down to 32. You know, and that seems a lot more of a hit than going from 5 to 1. Like 5 is basically nothing anyway, so going down to 1 isn't really that much of a hit. So I would like to up tier it and stuff, but up tiering mythics and everything, and up tiering main hand and all that, free to play is going to be super costly. So it's not really feasible. We'll just go for the main hand and be done with it. And then once we do all of that, hopefully by that stage we'll have a +5 Walkham and maybe a +3 or 4 Bobodom if we're, you know, kind of hopeful and just, you know, maybe I don't know. Hopefully we'll have a +5 Walkham and maybe a +3 or 4 Bobodom by that stage. And then we can start doing like higher level trials and try and get DPS set from in there. If I get the DPS set in there, I can just break down those legendaries that I have. And doing that will give me a bunch of the Crubble back. So like breaking down a legendary might give me like 250 Crubble back or something. In which case I'll just need to get like another 4 or 5 legendaries or something to break down to replace it with the set piece. So it's not like I'm starting from 0 and trying to get 600 Crubble to make the set from scratch. Like when I break down the legendary, I'll get, you know, 200, 250 or whatever it is of it back. So it's kind of like you're already halfway. Now in Tuesday video, I did say, we did talk about the fact that upgrading a legendary I said it was 400, set was 500 and mythic was 600. I got my numbers confused and stuff, and someone let me know in the comments, reminded me in the comments at least, that that I was wrong. It's actually 500, 600, 700, not 400, 500, 600. So I just, you know, doing commentary and stuff, sometimes you just forget some information, and there's so much information in this game to remember. Sometimes I, you know, just slip up. So yeah, anyway. All right, here we go. I like your little wings. They're cute. Your tail has a little fluffy ball on it, which is nice. And you're doing this little stampy dance, which is adorable. Fuck you. All right, you know what? No more. No more being nice. No more being mean. You're a son of a bitch. That's being mean, but he is a son of a bitch. From now on, we're just going to ignore him. So we'll try ignoring him and just say nothing. And, you know, maybe just sit on that screen for like 30 seconds and just blank him. And then he'll get really like worried and stuff. He's like, oh, I seem to think you're pretty cool, but now you're blanking me. So maybe you're not that cool, or maybe I'm not cool. Oh, no, I don't know. And then maybe he'll join. We'll see. Probably not. 2 in a video though. 2 in like 3, 4 raids or something. Pretty damn good. It's the 2 we need too. Like it's Driffin is the one we need, and we've got him twice. We haven't got Purple Axe Guy or Sex Horse yet. So it's going to be the dick move, isn't it? It's going to be like, I've come up twice, you haven't got me, now I'm not going to come up forever. We did talk about that just before, saying we got him once, maybe he won't come up again. He's come up twice. That seems like really good RNG. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think he's going to come up again now. I just think the game's going to be a bit of a ball sack and not let it happen. Shit. We could have used gems, I guess, to get him, but I really want to save for that. I really want the accessory. We could say we get a Driffin, and we get him with gold. We could then, when the duo bombs pops up, we could spend the gems to get him, to definitely get him, because then Walkham is done and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's like the last fam you need, rather than farm it for forever. You just spend the gems and get it, and it's maxed out and it's all good and you're done, and then you can just focus on raid 1, getting the Ragnar instead. But I still think it's a waste, and you know, war of attrition, eventually you're going to catch it and you can save your gems. If you pay to play or pay to win or a whale or whatever, you know, then you can just spend your gems on whatever the hell you want, because you probably have a bunch of them. But again, all of my advice and thought process and all that is from a free-to-play perspective. So from a free-to-play perspective, using gems on epic familiars, I don't like it. I think it's a waste. Considering you need gems to buy, you know, accessories and pets and all that sort of stuff, you kind of need them. Like they're super important to get. And then it's like, okay, say we open an accessory box and an 800 accessory box, and we get a legendary, and it's one of the 3 legendaries we want. Then it's like, hooray, we did it. That doesn't necessarily mean that we don't want to spend gems on accessory boxes anymore. We kind of do. We kind of want to keep buying accessory boxes and eggs, like whenever they're on sale, because you need a bunch of them to exchange them to get the materials to be able to upgrade your accessory or pet egg still. So it's not like when we get the accessory we can just go, okay, never need to buy another accessory. Now we can use all the gems on Persuasion. I mean, you definitely could, but like if we have a look here, right, craft, upgrade, Tobit. I have 518 critter jelly. I need 3.6k to upgrade him again. So if you spend all of your gems on pet eggs, you would get a heap of pets. You could break them all down, get more critter jelly to then upgrade him more. Right, so that's the ideal thing. So if we have a look at the raid team and we go and we look at like Eagle, for instance, he's got max, again, he's, you know, he puts a fair amount of money into the game or whatever, but he has max accessory. So when this accessory starts, the base one I think is like 20% damage reduction. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate, but it's less than that. And so, you know, by putting the upgrades in these, you get more stats and stuff. So it's still really important to try and max out those accessories and pets, and it's super expensive to do. So the more you put towards it, the sooner you'll get to upgrading it. But I guess the big kind of deal is getting the legendary accessory and pet to start with, because that's a massive buff and boon to your build and your playstyle and the game in general. So getting them is super important. Then upgrading them is still super important, but it's going to take a long time to do so. So I guess you could just get the legendary accessory and then use gems on persuasions and stuff if you were that way inclined, because each upgrade of the pet or accessory is going to give you a minor increase. It's going to be like 1% or something. So it's not huge, but you know, if you upgrade it 4 times, it's an extra, say, 5% or something, which, you know, eventually, like, it all makes a difference. Like I was saying before, I've got 5% in power, which is not much, and if I lose that 4%, I'm going to go down to 1%, which is obviously even less. But you know, it's still 5%. it's still something. So, you know, if you've got 20% block chance and you upgrade it fully and it goes up to 25% block chance, as a hypothetical, you know, you're getting a quarter more of the block chance you used to have. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all up to personal preference and all the rest of it. You could just spend it on capture rate to get your familiars stabled and stuff, because that's arguably more important, so you can progress higher through Trials Gauntlet, push flags, all that sort of stuff. So, you know, there's kind of pros and cons and all that for both sides, just like everything in this game. There's no right or wrong answer. Everything you do is an upgrade. So it's not like doing something you've wasted gems and you're like, oh, well, that was a complete waste. You know, I'm never going to use that thing again, whatever. Unless you make a familiar that you're never going to use again. So say you make, you spend gems on capturing Mimsy, right? Here, you spend 1600 gems on this dude. And you're like, hooray, I got a legendary, and then you realize that Mimsy's shit, and all his fusions are shit, and you don't need him, and you're like, well, I spent 1600 on him, that was a waste of gems, I'm never going to use him again. Where, basically. So that's a way to waste it. But if you're using it on familiars that you need, or you know, pets and accessories and stuff, it's all an upgrade. So it's just a matter of which one you want to do. Anyway, we've talked about that in depth, quite in depth. So I don't know, maybe I'll use it. I don't know. The main thing is getting the legendary accessory to start with, so that's definitely what we'll be aiming to do first. And I'll be just opening the 1000 accessory gem accessory box when they're on sale. So when they're on sale for 800, that's what I'm going to buy from now on, because saving 5k is rough. It's much better to save 5k, but I've done it 5 times, and it takes like a good 3 months, maybe less, 2 months or something to do it. Like, it takes a freaking long time, and that's including off-the-wall stuff, which, as we know, is a giant pain in the ass, and also doesn't necessarily work. So you can do, you know, a offer-wall for like a week-long offer-wall offer, and then you do it, and then you end up not getting paid the gems, and you're like, well, and then you get really pissed off, and then you like stop wanting to play because you're like, well, this is stupid, and then, you know, da 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 da. So to do all that and use all those offers, and, you know, get paid for half of them or a quarter of them or something, and grind it out, and, you know, play all these apps that you don't give a shit about, and just take a heap of time out of your day or week or however long it takes to do them, to save up to 5k and then just not get what you want, is super life-shattering. Like, it hurts a lot. So, you know, saving up for 800 doesn't seem that bad. It's just like, you know, you get it every 2 weeks or something, or however long, I don't know. And then you're just like, oh, I'll just chuck it on an accessory box here and there. So it feels a bit better, and it doesn't feel like you're, you know, giving your soul to the game. But definitely, statistics wise, it's definitely better to save that 5k. So I don't know, we're at 1,200, so we're effectively a fifth of the way there. No, nearly just under a quarter of the way there, because it's 4,800, not 5k. So who knows? Maybe I'll keep saving. If there's a good offer that comes out that I can do that gives me like 2,000 or something, then I'll save. But at the moment, all my offers suck, and I've been doing one probably for the last like week at least, maybe nearly 2 weeks, and it's only for 400 gems or something. I really regret doing it. I should have just stopped when I started. Like, when I started and I did it for a day and saw how long it was going to take, I should have just gone nah and given up, but I didn't, and I persevered with it for like a couple of days, and I'm like, ah, shit. Now I'm like a third of the way there, and it's one of those games that like the XP is exponential, so getting from level 1 to 2 took like, you know, 5 minutes, and then from 2 to 3 took like 10 minutes, and then from 3 to 4 took like an hour, etc. And you got to get the level 23, I think it is. So I just hit level 20, and I played it for like 3 hours yesterday, and I'm about halfway through level 20. So it's a long one, man. I really regret doing it. It's called what's it called? Something of Township, I think. It's basically, it's one of those merge games where you merge buildings together, and then you put those the buildings have like little dudes in them, and you put the buildings on like a track, and the guys run around the track. There's also one similar to that where it's like you've probably seen on ads and stuff, like it's a plane thing. You merge the planes together, and then you merge a level 1 plane with another level 1 plane to get a level 2 plane. And then you merge another 1 plane with a 1 plane to get another 2 plane. You merge those 2 planes to get a level 3 plane, and you keep doing that forever. And obviously the higher level planes you get, the more coin you get to be able to buy more stuff. It's exactly the same thing, but fuck you. But it's little guys in houses. I don't know. Anyway, if you see something of Township, don't do it. That's the story here. It takes way too long, and I should have given up when I did. But now I'm level 20, and I only need level 23 or 25 or something. Like, I'm almost there. But considering I played for like 3 hours and got maybe half a level, you know, I'm still a good, I don't know, maybe 24 hours of solid gameplay away from hitting the goal. So I just do it, you know, when I'm watching a movie at night or something. It's pretty idly. Oh, goddamn, we did them all. It's pretty idly, and you don't really have to worry too much. You just kind of, you know, look at the screen every few minutes and touch some stuff. But it's also, to get anywhere, you also have to watch ads. So like every time you want to do something, you basically have to watch an ad. So yeah, anyway, that's one offer that sucks, and yeah, the offer wall in general is kind of shitty. But you know, it's still free gems. So even if you only get paid half the offers that you do, or a third of the offers you do, if you've got the time and the patience to do it, it's still free. So, you know, even if you spend 3 days doing offer walls of a couple of hours each day, and you only get 300 gems out of it, it's still 300 gems. It's not bad. And that's my mentality as well. So, you know, that's why I keep going with them and stuff. But all the ones I have left now that are like 2,000 gems plus, they're all pretty much the same kind of offer that I've done before, where it'll be like, there's like a Final Fantasy 15 one, and it's just like reach like command base level 11 or something. And then there's like an army man figurine one where it's like reach, you know, command base level 12. And then there's one that's like, I don't know, something else, and it's like reach town hall level 10. And they're all basically the exact same game, just with a different coat of paint on them. They work exactly the same way. And they're ball busters. They take a long time. They take like, you know, a couple of weeks to do, and it's super freaking boring. And it's just, I've done 2 of them before. I did the Final Fantasy one, and I did maybe it was like Lord's Mobile or something. And yeah, I hated them both. But I did them, and I just made a conscious decision that I was never going to do them again. So anyway, that's a ramble about Offerwall. But if you can be bothered, and they do pay you, then it's free gems. Alright, so we'll end up soon. We're pretty much half an hour. We'll see if we can catch a blubber. I've been doing the blubber dungeon recently for a bit, trying to get one so I can mix it with Ragnar to make whatever his thing is. So yeah, he's been the one I've been focusing on for some reason. I've had probably 5 or 6 pop up in the last week, 2 weeks or something. So not many, but all of them have failed, of course. So that's not great. But yeah, they're a lot easier to, a lot more, you have a lot more options. They come up for Persuasion a lot more than the raid epics, which we've talked about extensively before. So we don't really need to mention that again. But maybe we'll do one more, and that'll round it out to just over 30 minutes. But we did have 2 Driffins pop up. 2 Hell Shrines off the bat. Yeah, we did have 2 Driffins pop up, and we gave it one tough love and we gave one nice love, and neither of them joined us because they're assholes. And yeah, that would have been freaking good, man. That would have been good to get him out of the way. Holy shit, that would have been really good. But not to be. Not to be. I mean, there's still the whole rest of the day. I'll have some natural regen of raids, so I'll probably be able to do another 3 raids today, maybe 4. And considering tomorrow is Friday, which is PvP bonus, like who gives a shit about that, right? Maybe I'll do capture rate tomorrow as well. Won't have any bonuses to it, so it'll only be the standard 40% from runes. But maybe I'll do it tomorrow as well, because I really want to get this Welcome done, man. I'm so freaking sick of doing Raid 2 and Raid 4, like, so sick of it. I'm kind of sick of Raid 1 as well, because we did it so long for Oxla, or Oxa, whatever his name is. But we've been doing Raid 2 and 4 for literally like a year. So, you know, I really don't want to do it anymore. So, yeah, I just want to smash him out. At the same time, I need legendaries and TS and all that good stuff. So, you know, I should probably go for raids and world bosses instead of familiars, because the more TS I have, the higher I can go. In Trials Gauntlet, I can start trying to get the DPS set and all the rest of it. So I'll probably do tier 10 stuff, but I'm very, very tempted to do capture rate. All right, let's get rid of these. And we are up to 1,254. Is an egg on sale right now? An egg is not, box, sorry, it is not. So here, this $20 thing, right? Let's have a quick look at this. You get a stat point and you get 4k gems. This doesn't seem very good. I wouldn't buy this. If I was like, if I put money into this, I wouldn't buy this. Well, let's have a quick look how much 4k gems would cost you. It's pretty much okay. So for the same price, you get an extra 1,700 gems and a stat point. I guess in that aspect, it's pretty good. But there are better bundles. Like there's the one that gives you bub gore and stat points and raid shards and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if they're all in the same one, but there's you know different of those things. Bundles that have better stuff. I don't think this one's particularly great, but what do I know? I've never put money into it, so I'm talking at my house. Anyway, that is capture rate done. As I said, there'll be no Sunday video. There'll be one item find on Tuesday, another like normal capture rate on Thursday, and then probably another item find on Sunday. And that's all hinging on that my internet is set up. If my internet's not set up, then we're boned. But if that's the case, I'll just do like a quick like mobile update or something and let everybody know, but hopefully the internet's set up and we're good to go. But anyway, that is it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you like this video, click here to see another one just like it. If you're new to the channel and like what I'm doing, click here to subscribe and become the newest member of the Chicken Coop. If you really like what I'm doing, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description, where you can help support me and help the channel grow. You'll also find a link to the channel's Discord server where you can chat with me and other members of the Chicken Coop. And don't forget to hit that notification bell.